Hey everyone, in this tutorial I'm just going to do a quick sample of how to add or how to introduce another color into your granny square. So I haven't snipped this one off because I'm actually going to continue in the same color, but I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to talk about how you would introduce a new color. And you can actually do this in every row or every couple of rows. And actually, since I'm here, we should talk about counting rows. So a great way to count your rows in a granny square is once you find your center, which is right there, and identify your corner, which is right here, you can count the spaces of your corners. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. That means we've got 4 rows. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Another way of doing it is some people will count up diagonally from the center. So this is my center here of the granny square. Here's the first one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can count up the steps. So that's how you can identify the number of rows you've got. Now, I want to identify a new color into my granny square. You will always begin in a corner, okay? So you're going to identify your corner. You will start with a slip knot with your new color, and you'll insert your hook into that corner space, and then you want to just do a slip stitch. So you will pull through and pull through again. So that just secures it into place. Then we chain 3, which is going to represent the height of a double crochet. And we will double crochet 2 more times into this circle, into this space. And I am actually just going to take my short end here. I'm going to work over it. You can work over it or leave it till the end to weave it in, whatever your preference is. Either way works great. I just happen to like working over it. So we will do 2 more double crochets because we know our corner formula, which is a total of 3 double crochets, which creates a shell pattern. So you can see that there. We chain 2, and we do another shell back into that same space there. So just pull up my yarn here. 2 more double crochets give us our final corner here. There's your corner. Actually, I really like these 2 colors together. So now we are going to continue on as usual. Out of our corner, we chain 1. We find the next available space, and we do a regular shell into that. And in fact, you see how that tail is showing there? I'm actually going to pull that out and weave it in at the end, because between the shells I don't want the colors to bleed in. So I'll push that to the back and then I'll weave that in. So that way you have a nice blending of the 2 different colors. So I'll do another one. Okay, chain 1, and into the very next space we continue on. So we've got 3 double crochets, which will give us our shell into the next space. We have another space, so we chain 1 and shell stitch again, which is 3 double crochets. Look at how cool that looks. Oh, that one's looking a bit fat there. And now we've come to a corner, so we chain 1 and we do our usual shell, chain 2, shell. So we do 3 double crochets And then we chain 2 and do your 3 double crochets again. And you would work this pattern like all the other granny square patterns, the formula. It's just that now you're working it with the new color. And in fact, some people really like changing colors because it's so much easier to just, you know, slip stitch into the corner right away and move on. So that's how you would do it, changing colors. Notice I didn't have to do any slip stitching over into the corners because I already had my new yarn. So that's really the only difference between keeping it all one color or switching colors. So when you have all one color, you end usually at the end here, and then you'd have to do 3 slip stitches to get you to the corner. In this case, when we used a new color, you just simply do a slip knot and slip stitch right away into the corner, and you're off to the races. So there you have it. I hope that makes sense. If you have any further questions, definitely leave me a comment in the comment box below, and I'll be sure to reply and help you out. It's been a pleasure. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and make sure to subscribe for future crochet tutorials, and if you're interested in checking out some of our stitch session conversations. We'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.